Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So TCU's offense will start this game off with the football. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball...
Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Find some fresh air. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Off play action on first down. Looking left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most.
And they will score! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cougars offense will go to work for the first time today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but here's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
He lobs one high down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll leave it with him. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
To the air, it's Hoover. Makes the catch. It's James. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Horned Frogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Off play action. They get to him as he throws. By himself, he makes the grab. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Price. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a...
Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, TCU!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Colorado State is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UNLV. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice.
Oh, he's got some space. Runs through the tackle. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Leaves it with the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Go straight ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll try to run it in. Beck's going for the goal line. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Hoover. Pulls it in, it's Payne. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on second down. Wants to throw again. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he...
Touchdown, Cougars! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
BYU, number 19.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Back to throw, it's Hoover. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
He'll keep it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They kick it away on fourth down. And the returner will be dragged down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American Fellas. Let's show you what's going down. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Rice. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the right. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
A quick pass to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll try the right side, finding open areas, turning it on. The tag, slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. It's a seam wide open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And the Horned Frogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way too...
Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. It's Bachmeyer. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got him. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. They want to throw it. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He's at the 10, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Fires to the big fella. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They just keep firing. Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
BYU has this offense clicking. To the air on first down. Spins away from the defender. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bates. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
49, BYU, 24.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the ground, it's Price. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
They go to the ground. Picks up the 1st down, still moving.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air, it's Hoover. The short hands, it's Price. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have it.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Baker. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something.
And he pumps it up inside the 20. Corralled by the kicking team.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Oh, he's got some space.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Cougars have a lot of options on second and inches. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Scott. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bachmeier. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
The RPO, it's complete. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Gonna look downfield again. Fires on the move. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Oh, the attempt is no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way behind.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Snagged out of the air. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And some room to work. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Horned Frogs will snap it on first and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. On second and goal, he carries again. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, and made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Just complete and utter dominance, and this one outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.